Do you want to explain
Yeah, so
what happened here?
Joker has a complete meltdown back in like close to the beginning of April because that girl that he was cheating on his wife with followed me on Twitter. So he spends, from what I heard, this was actually a 2-hour call.
Yeah.
Of him just making threats and just acting like a complete, like he's spiraling, like just freaking out. And it's pretty good.
Yeah, he
Did you hear any of it?
I watched 5 minutes of it. And that was I watched until he called out his ops. Yeah. But yeah, these are all people in some Discord. So Joker arranged a Discord call because
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because BBC was followed on Twitter
and stuff like that.
And he called it a town hall meeting.
What? Yeah. So you're saying that I'm guilty of what these fucks do because I've attended one DreamHack once? What does that even fucking mean?
Yeah, and you were the one that exposed it and like put the info out there.
Right.
I am 30 minutes
so like, look,
into starting
and again, this is not for you guys to harass her. This is not for you guys to attack her. This is not for you guys to even reach out to her.
Quite a lot.
This is just for me to clear my name for something she did to damage my reputation.
That's Joker's buddy.
Because I didn't reciprocate
RK Stacks.
the type of emotion she wanted me to.
And you'll hear in this, he's fed up with this shit.
Yes.
Oh, I bet.
My marriage has a rocky past, man. And you know what?
That's your business, though. It doesn't make you a criminal.
That's my business. That's my personal business. Okay? My wife.
And Joker's doing all this because the girl followed BBC on Twitter. Like, that's what's so crazy about this. All he did was he saw that she followed him on Twitter, and then he had to do all this. And these people are just in here.
And I.
Yeah, because he made. I guess he put like a message out in the Discord saying, "Everyone attend if you can. This is a town hall meeting."
Got a whole nother mess to deal with on that end, bro.
Right, but it's fine. Look, I will accept. Yeah. I will accept it for what it is. Okay, but I've been nothing but understanding to Tay. I've been nothing but trying to help her build. I've been giving her whatever I could to fucking like build her. I integrated her into this community, so this way she has the opportunity to like.
That girl's driving like a gas truck up in the top left.
Whoever's gonna be a part of it, Rumble
or something like that. It's like she's hauling something.
Whoever.
Had to pause work to hear this important call.
All I wanted to do was to help her build.
About Joker cheating on his wife.
For that, bro, you fucking advocated for her heavy when I was getting pissed off about the other server and shit, and you fucking, you.
But look, and you were, and the thing is, you were right for getting upset because now she's weaponizing that.
Yep.
And she's trying to paint me in such a bad light. And all I asked her was, please leave my name out of your mouth.
And then, isn't this?
Don't.
This is allegedly outside the courthouse. Joker's allegedly outside the courthouse.
So Joker's apparently like outside the courthouse, and I'm about to go inside. This whole call, this 2 hours, he's sitting out there.
Yeah.
But then he says absolutely stupid shit, like saying,
do that thing.
He's really close to coming in, or like going inside there. He took tomorrow, the next day off, so he could go file. It doesn't make any sense.
To milk me for everything. And she said it over and over and over again. She does not want to replace my wife. She doesn't want to replace my wife. She doesn't want to replace my wife. But yet, if I don't reciprocate,
but Joker wanted to. Joker wanted to replace his wife because he told this woman he wanted to marry her.
Yeah,
I can't believe he would.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, it's Joker
she's
talking.
Trying to destroy
the middle
everything that I've built because I did not reciprocate. It's disgusting what she is doing right now. And I will warn you guys because she came to this community because of me. Okay? And I apologize for that. But she is now preying on you. She is now sending you her fucking narrative.
This doesn't sound like him,
whatever she can to
talking about narrative
in a worse light. Even down to saying that my wife called her. She didn't call my wife. Am I right in saying that, Vamp?
I'm hearing that's correct because you showed it to us. But I do want to tell you that just since our last conversation, Jay, she has sent Vamp messages saying that she knows you contacted the police because she contacted them too, and that they
didn't know
think
about
that
this.
you're a stalker now.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
is
she
that?
called him-
That doesn't add up, bro. Like,
I mean,
She was
I'm the
calling
one that
Joker a
stepped
stalker.
away. I'm the one that told her not to contact me. Okay, after the fact. Okay, she's the one going out and doing all this.
Yeah, he must
I'm not
blogger.
contacting
There's
her.
probably
I'm asking for you
filters.
guys not to contact her. So I'm going to again. I'm going to file. how
He's
I'm
being
going to
accused
file,
of stalking.
because again, she's the one that contacted my wife. I didn't contact her husband. As a matter of fact, her husband contacted me as well. Okay, so there's phone records.
This is
of
going to get
this.
so messy in
So
court.
she
It's
can
going to
say
be
whatever
awesome.
she
I know.
wants.
It's
I
gonna be
didn't
so
go
good.
and,
It is all going to be
look at her
public.
address and that kind of thing. And that will all be fought in court. And the judges will see it. And I have all that evidence. Okay, there's timestamps to this stuff. So, and then of course, she's the aggressor.
The dude on the left is like, what
I
the
have
fuck
evidence
did
of
I
that
get
too, how
myself
she always argued
into?
with me. She was very
That's what
accusatory.
everyone is
Tried
like.
multiple
Yeah,
times
they're like,
to
what the
de-escalate,
fuck
and
is
she
These are all
wouldn't
these
stop.
are all stacked
So she can
people,
say
and
that
then all
until
of a sudden
she's
they're just getting bombarded
blue in
with
the
this
face.
weird drama because of
whatever law
Joker.
enforcement
About
agency,
Joker
once they
cheating on
see
his
what happened,
wife.
she's going to get a hard lesson because she's actually the aggressor here.
The aggressor.
She's the one that followed my ops. I
Oh.
didn't follow her ops.
That's BBC. When Joker says she followed his ops, that's BBC. Because Joker's got to talk like a black person there, so he's got to ghetto it up and say ops. You know how they say ops?
Mhm.
And I have I have proof of that too. I got proof of that too.
That dude's got a nice
I
weird
didn't follow the
tattoo
people
on his
that
back.
were knowing.
That guy's like, I'm not fucking listening to this shit.
I have right there the proof.
Even
of her
Vampire
following
Syndicate parked his
people who
girlfriend
stalk
to
me.
listen instead of him.
Okay. And who actively target my family. And you guys
Is the
know
top
that. You guys
left
can
a
attest to
guy?
that.
It is.
You, April.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You can attest to that. That right now, she's following that guy. So if I was the one stalking her, wouldn't I be following her ops?
The top middle.
Well, she told us that she was going to do that. She was like, "Well, if he wants to do all this, I'm going to contact his ops."
that's
Nice.
crazy.
Yeah, fucking
And I didn't. And do all what? What did I do? Ask her
this
to
is
stop and
all
leave me
this is
alone?
all before I got those death
That's
threats
literally
from
all I did.
Vampire.
I said, "Hey,
Yeah,
leave me alone."
because this was back in what?
I have the
haven't
text
seen-
message.
I haven't seen.
This was-
anything
yeah,
else
this is
apart-
beginning of
photos
April.
everything, right? Like, I haven't seen you threaten anything. I haven't seen you fucking, go out of your way. You were just like, "Oh, I'm done. Like, fucking, I'm good off that."
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
the
I'm
opposite
I
of a stalker.
promise I'm not laughing
asked
at
her-
you, Joker.
I asked her to leave me alone.
Be great if she
And-
was.
Yeah, she probably
I
is.
said I promise I wasn't laughing at Joker in the
Oh, okay.
situation. I was laughing at your cats in the background.
What?
So, I asked her, leave me
You're
alone.
cheating on your wife, or you're gonna
And she
lose
didn't-
everything.
She went to my ops. Like, that's the opposite of what I asked. If I was a stalker, I wouldn't be asking her to leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, do you see how deranged this is? This is deranged. I went to the cops first.
No, I have not seen a
have
picture of the
I have
female
no
Joker
reason
was
to
trying.
disagree.
Joker did have sex with.
There's literally
And
nothing
look,
new here, right?
and I
it's a
wouldn't
big
be-
ass
and-
nothing burger.
This is all over a girl he had
and
sex
we
with
all-
one
we all
time,
knew
right? Or
about
two
this shit.
times?
Nobody here.
Yeah,
playing
he
dumb. We
met up with her
everybody, even if you
once,
didn't
they
tell
had
us, the way you guys
sex,
talked, the way
and
you guys
then
interacted, we already knew you were having a fucking affair, and if it didn't happen,
Joker
it was gonna
paints
happen.
it that
So,
Can I just
he
say
cut it
something?
off afterwards,
Yeah.
but there's
Can I just say
messages that came out of him saying, "I've been really thinking about our
If I was
time
an
together,
aggressor,
and I miss it. I love
I'd be
you."
calling
Like
her phone
all the
nonstop.
craziest
I'd be sending
shit.
shit
And
to
then
her
when he gets
nonstop.
caught, he's like, "Oh, I never did that."
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
just
he's
love
someone who's
bombing.
cop.
He'll get
You
exposed.
were had
He'll get
sex.
And I wouldn't
exposed
be
here.
going to the cops.
He has a
Right.
bot deleting
And I'm
his
the one that went
Discord
to the cops
messages.
Bot
So it's
deleting
like-
his
and I have
Discord
the police
messages.
report. I have everything.
Yeah,
Mhm.
he
What is
admits
this guy
to
doing in
having
the
that,
background?
and
Guilty,
so
go to the cops, bro.
when other people
Right.
are putting out his messages, you only see
So,
the girl's
this
replies.
is where I'm at.
She
with all
was able to
this.
screenshot it and
Okay.
show Joker's replies when
Yeah.
she noticed that he was deleting messages.
Did I miss anything?
I don't think so.
Well, no, Vamp, did I miss anything?
No, bro, you didn't.
Was there anything that like she said that was like weird? So like the fact
that dude in the
she said
top
that my
left
wife was
breathing?
she didn't call my
Not
wife.
that I know.
I think it
It
froze.
froze. Yeah.
Bro, you pretty much covered up.
Okay.
Anybody
And
else
again,
in
I
here
didn't.
that has anything on their minds or any kind of reservations that
Why
you
would
wanna
they?
ask him and make sure you
Look,
fucking get clarity on?
I just want to tell you guys, like I didn't
The guy on
like,
the left.
I didn't want this. I didn't want this at all. I wanted peace.
Just trying
I
to
kept
work.
telling him.
Yeah, this dude's got a delivery to make.
I want peace. I want fucking peace. Like, just let me be.
This dude's got to go fill somebody's
just
house up
wasn't
with
getting
heating
it.
oil.
And she even said the Iggy Azalea's thing
Oh,
was
yeah.
like fake or something, right?
The
Am I
Iggy,
right in saying that?
Iggy's crew.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, how many more
Absolutely,
people
bro.
does he get in here?
And
Who joined?
the thing is, bro, is that
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold on.
my
April.
wife.
Miss Vamp.
No, other people come later. Yeah. He's
Go
like
ahead, I'm sorry.
freaking out. He's like, who else joined? Holy shit. He's really shook from this.
Yeah, bro. Throughout this whole thing, bro, like, just hearing this whole thing, man, like, let's just say I was confused. I was a lot of things, bro. But now, since everything's coming to light now, like, man,
Yeah.
Vampire doesn't know. He hasn't had his
No,
meds today.
yeah, he doesn't
And
even know
you're-
where he is.
I knew that I knew that everything that you covered up, bro. Like, you're stating 110% facts right now. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. Because at the end of the day, like I said, I'm not this monster that she's painting me to be. Saying that I would like a sex trafficker, a fucking like a guy that's gonna drug some. What fucking planet are you on?
Right. And I also want to make clear to everybody, bro, that I'm not, my stance and my position and yours all shouldn't be based on because we know Joker and we're friends with Joker. But like there's things that transcend friendship and knowing people, bro. Like when I first, that shit got me fucking excited too. I was like, sex trafficking, bro. Jay, I love you. If there was fucking evidence that you were trafficking fucking females, bro, we're not friends.
Dude, is she accusing him of sex
And I
trafficking?
wouldn't
You know what
expect
I'm
you,
saying?
my friend.
No, I don't know where
And,
this came
there are
from.
clear
Like,
moral and ethical fucking
anything that I've seen
expectations of
has
all
just
of us here.
been.
But it's not there, bro.
He
It's
offered
literally
her a
not
water
there. So, like,
bottle.
people
She
say we're
denied
loving
it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And he
excited,
fucking
but then you look
told
at the
her,
facts,
like,
and it's
oh, yeah, you're
nothing,
smart for
bro.
not taking
Can I
it and
just
poured
say
it
real quick,
out.
from the beginning,
Interesting.
she was looking at me sexually, right? I didn't even have to make a promise to her
Me too.
for her to look at me sexually. I didn't have to coerce her. I didn't have to fucking, manipulate her. I didn't have to do any of that.
It was in her intent the first time she met you, probably.
Yep.
Well, as soon as I was on her panel, let me tell you, as soon as I
Ooh.
was on her panel, right? And there's
Panels.
a witness to this, right? This woman named Emmy. You guys met her.
Yeah, PDX.
I
That's
was
a
on her
great
fucking
person
panel,
to retell a
and she
story.
was immediately doing sexual innuendos and shit with me. Okay?
Yeah.
And as I was talking with her, before we even talked about her moving to fucking Pennsylvania, she was talking about fucking me, how fucking hot I was, and all that stuff.
But yeah, we got the messages.
Oh.
She literally sent them to everyone.
That's what I'm
She
saying.
sent the
So, like,
messages to everybody?
Like there has to be like, the promise of the affair first and then the sex. No, it was sex from the jump.
Yeah, that's all it ever was.
So like, and I have all that. Again, it's all in the evidence. If she wants to try to claim this crazy accusation, any judge will see it and be like, "Oh, you're just a pissed off ex-girlfriend or mistress." Sorry, mistress.
Yeah.
Any judge will see that.
Yeah,
They'll
dude.
be like,
Imagine
"Yo,
if
this is
I
not-
brought
this is not
everybody
anything."
into the Discord
That
and
thing
was
before
like,
you said she
guys,
was coming out there to sue some other
guys,
person.
so and
What's the
so, like
background
we
on
got
that?
to
Is there
like this
anything
girl and
similar
I
to
had
this? Does she have,
sex,
like,
da
past
da da da,
history
and
of
like
being
we all
somebody
do.
who's
She actually
I can't
has
even.
a history. She has a history, man. And I don't want to bring this up
Yeah,
because
don't do this.
I'm not
Like,
here to
Now's
drag
the
her fucking
time,
name.
Joker.
This is all, Realms
Like,
Town
I don't want to
Hall.
drag her name through the mud, but like, she has ops too, right? Just like how I have,
She's got ops,
my
dude.
ops.
There's shooters out
She
there.
has her ops.
There's shooters out
And
there.
her ops recorded her unknowingly and posted
kind of like this.
her fucking
Yeah.
shit all over the
Yeah,
internet.
yeah. So Joker had no idea this was being recorded. Joker had no
Yeah.
idea that this was being recorded. Yeah. My girlfriend's following Mr. Weasel.
That's why she no longer is part of that other community, because she literally was getting fucking like decimated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything that Joker says happens to him.
So that's
It's
why I don't wanna even
actually like
talk
very
about them,
very
because
funny. It's
I don't want her
comical.
family. I
how-
don't want anyone to think like,
how
oh, I'm gonna
Joker,
go and
like-
talk to her ops or whatever.
It's like Looney
no one's gonna do that.
Tunes. It's
Like,
fucking
she's
cat and
just-
mouse Looney
she
Tunes,
has
Tom
a
and
fucking
Jerry
past,
style
man.
shit.
And well, those
Really is.
people.
This guy's
they're
like, I'm done.
scumbags. They're really
He's like,
scummy
I'm.
people,
He's putting
man.
on his Switch
You
headset.
know the way that they went after her
He's
family
finna
and
play
everything
some
like that was
Switch. He's
fucked
had
up,
enough of
but-
Joker's
Like,
talking.
But
He's like, this is not my
she
problem.
has a history of
Yeah.
doing this with other men.
Yeah, it's not
Joker's trying to make this
Other
everybody's
men who were
problem.
taken.
Yeah,
which
because
is-
she was in their
good. You gotta pick
community.
'em, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And Joker requested that she be
So
kicked out.
she did this with another person who was also a leader of another community, who also had a girlfriend, and she got, she got exposed. And what did I do? I turned the cheek because I don't judge people based upon their past.
If
I said,
that's
you know
true,
what?
well, that's not true.
Maybe
It'll be
she's
6
not like
months. It'll be
this.
Christmas
Maybe I don't have
time.
to worry about my-
Christmas time,
maybe-
there's
maybe
going to be
I don't have to
another girl
worry
that's
about my
going to come out and
DMs
start
getting
sending
fucking
you
blasted
info
Yeah.
all over the internet.
because she's going to find.
Yo.
Well, I don't
And
know.
now here
Apparently,
she
all
is,
Joker wants to do is make
following
content
my
and go
fucking
to
ops,
couples therapy with his
wanting
wife.
to get
Jesus
in contact
Christ.
with them.
Heck,
give them my
Richard
DM.
Richard Hart
And to
beat his
paint a
case
picture of
against
me
the
being a sex trafficker.
FCC,
You know what that's gonna
FTC,
do
whoever.
Oh,
Richard
my
Hart
reputation?
won
Oh,
his
they
case.
did?
Yeah, he won.
for those lies?
You'd be alright.
But
Dude,
Hex,
that's
I think,
not-
is dead.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, like,
So
if I
he
suffer
just
damage,
scammed a bunch of idiots
I'm going for the maximum.
and won.
I'm going for not only criminal charges, but I'm gonna go for cars, the house, any money she
Nice,
got.
nice.
As
He's
you
gonna
see,
go for her car
She
and her
is
house.
going to pay
Yeah,
out the
apparently.
fucking nose for this lawsuit.
Awesome.
If he
And I
gets it, he
already
won't have
have
to
a
travel
$20,000
far.
I already have a
Initiated it.
$20,000. Listen, I have a $20,000 retainer already on my lawyer.
See,
I learned.
it's-
Look at
It's
RK
double.
Stack. Look at RK Stack's face when he says this.
dude, it's doubled.
cars, the house, any money she got.
As you should.
She's going, she is going to pay out the fucking nose for this lawsuit.
$20,000.
And I already
As
have a
you should. He's the one who
$20,000.
worked. He's the
I
one
already
who
have a
initiated it.
$20,000. Listen, I have a $20,000 retainer already on my lawyer.
Yeah,
I
look at
learned
RK Stack.
from
He's like,
Davos.
You got
no.
20
Or notice
grand,
that-
bro. What's up? I'm over here struggling.
That's in retainer though. That's for my lawyer.
How long do you need them for?
20 grand? What? Where you at, Joker? Come
I
on.
would have defended you, my G.
Look,
What the fuck? I got my
what-
suit ready, bro.
As soon as like the Davros thing
I
happened,
defend you.
I learned my lesson.
Like, I
Not
needed
to
a
mention,
lawyer,
I got this casino deal,
and
which
it
is
was
even
like
more.
$500. This
So
was
do I
years and
wanna
years
go
ago,
ahead
but
and do
like,
that and take food off
like
of her
obviously you
table?
go to
It
trial, you
all
need more time, but
depends
like, it was like
on how she
500 a
fucking
week.
operates, because if she starts that defamation of character shit, which she's doing right now with you,
That's why I'm like, how
Said
long does he need
$20,000
this?
retainer is
that's
insane.
where we
Yeah,
have a
how long
problem.
does he need this fucking
Not to
person for?
mention, she's sharing my fucking screenshots, and she's sharing my correspondence with her, which, by the way, Pennsylvania is a two-party consent state,
Yeah,
which means that I have to consent for her to have any recordings or any fucking, distribution of my shit.
the
However-
fucking messages that she's sharing prove that if you didn't do anything wrong, which is the stupid part, bro. That's the craziest thing to me. Like, you could look through all that shit and it's like consensual the entire way. There's nothing like all the bad stuff she
However-
fabricated in her own head. There's nothing to back that.
Well,
However,
look,
right,
there-
if the courts decide that there is a crime that is committed on your side, like say that you committed a crime, Joker, and I'm not saying that you did.
Oh Jesus,
But say
he's
if the
sweating
courts-
right now.
If the courts find that, there's a high chance that they're gonna just completely ignore that two-party consent law.
Yeah.
Well,
Facts. It
right,
Well,
there is
well-
there is no crime here
Well-
at all. Like I didn't attempt to drug anyone. I didn't attempt to attack anyone. I didn't coerce her. Okay, the conversation was sexual from the jump. She came to Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
for
it's some
fucking
civil
Isaac.
thing. It's over a
and I have
violation
that.
of a
I have that
restraining
DM
order or
in
whatever,
screenshots,
protective
and
order.
maybe you guys
So
do
it's just
too.
the
If not,
judge
then I
has
can
to
give that to you.
determine like what
Okay.
Joker
No, actually, no, I can't because I
has.
signed an
Yeah,
NDA.
it's
I'm gonna
they
honor my
already
fucking
went
NDA.
before a
Yeah.
judge once, friendo.
So
Okay.
Yeah, they
I
did.
didn't receive
They went to
anything,
in front of
but
a
my
judge, and he
preferences,
gave the restraining orders to both of them. Said
I respect you,
separate,
Joker,
whatever the
Yeah.
for,
fuck.
like,
Then
putting,
Joker fucking gives the
you know,
fucking shit, like all the DMs to her fucking trolls
Yeah.
after the fact.
So Joker just can't stop. Like, it's like, just fucking stop. You've been told by a judge to fucking stop, and he doesn't. So now it's whatever happens after that.
And he's saying he's going to go to couples therapy or whatever. It's like, if the therapist is not saying, like, all right, first step, unplug the internet.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's all it is just get
that
off
should
the
be
internet.
The first meeting. Yeah,
for both of them.
Coming out and saying what went down, and I respect you for that. That's about all I gotta
Who's
say.
this
It's
guy?
just crazy.
This is
But,
that long-haired guy.
I
This is
feel
that
like
long hair.
SB crew, and being like involved with y'all. It's good for us to build, I guess, a bond and trust for everybody.
Oh man, this guy needs help.
It's not even about that. Like, if I'm a shitty person,
I didn't hear
then I'm a
nothing
shitty
until
person.
today, just now.
No,
This guy has no idea
I'm
what's
just saying, like,
happening.
if I did something fucked up, like Stack said, if I was really a sex trafficker, I would have fucking just get rid of me, right?
Dude,
But
imagine
that
these
in
guys.
its
These
own-
guys have no idea what's going on, and Joker's in here defending himself against being a sex trafficker. I'd be like, bro, I'm out. I'm like out of this
Yeah.
Discord. I'm
That
done.
did not happen.
I'm not being in here anymore.
The conversations of sex happened before any kind of like even expectation of a affair was going on. It was sexually charged from the beginning.
Yep.
She's not understanding that. She's saying, "Oh well, I had sex with you on the promise of we're gonna be together and there's gonna be an affair." No, that wasn't the case.
That's like me and the guy I'm talking to. He's
Oh.
married,
Well, let me
multi-millionaire.
let me just say on
there's a gay guy.
Holy shit. He's talking to a married multimillionaire gay guy. Okay.
Let me just stay on
The
this point
Joker's
here.
probably like,
Oh, yeah,
I should have
go
got
ahead.
involved with that guy.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? There was the exchange of back and forth conversation before anything.
It was
So, like, I
consensual
don't-
both ways and agreed upon, premeditated. It all led up to exactly what it was always supposed to, and it's all clear as day, bro. It's literally in the text.
So I just, again, I'm not here to fucking make anyone feel terrible or trying to fucking like push a narrative.
No, you
I'm just
you did what you had to
I'm
do.
telling
She
you
did.
my
She
story.
started it, bro.
Well, yes, she did. I'm just
You-
telling you
And
my
she-
story.
She literally
speaking his
tried
truth.
to paint Joker as a fucking psychopath to me and Vamp.
Well, he is a little
Like-
psycho, but he ain't a fucking sex predator, like a fucking
No,
sex trafficker.
but okay, Stacks. But the thing is like the way she went about it and the things that she was telling us last night were absolutely horrific.
Yeah.
First of all, I've known Joker longer than anybody in this fucking call. Okay.
Yeah.
I
It's
have
not a
spent
flex.
time with that man and his
Yeah, how
family
long?
and
3
his
months?
kids.
Yeah.
I know
'Cause, like,
everything
hasn't-
about Joker.
Most of his people, aren't they like,
Do I think he
didn't
is
he
any of the
disband
things
them?
that she is saying?
Yeah,
Fuck
they're all
no.
just like gone because he fucking.
Fuck
But the
Like,
thing
nobody
is- but
sticks
the thing
around
is,
long
she's-
enough.
She's trying to paint this weird picture.
Except Vampire
He is,
Diaries and his
100%.
lesbian wife.
Now, I'm not
Well-
one to deny that I think that both sides are leaving things out. I've known Joker.
I'm
since
telling you my-
the panel with Emmy, right? I was
Uh-huh.
there. I've been
Okay.
here since the beginning of you and Taylor.
That's
Okay.
he's
I've
only
known
been
this
that late.
for a
This
very
lady's only
long
been here for like
time,
6
what's been
months.
going on, and I still think that you both are leaving things out.
So what am I exactly leaving out? And I'll address it.
Damn.
Pisses Joker off.
Yeah, he's mad.
I
Name
don't know
them.
about specifics right now because I've got brain fog. I just got out of work.
None of these
Well, you
people.
can't make a statement like that if
Damn.
you don't have
Driller.
what I'm
I
leaving
also
out.
don't see the value. We're not fucking litigators, bro. This isn't the
Well,
Jerry
no, I
Springer
would
show. You know?
look. I would like if I'm
We're-
being accused of something.
I've seen the
I would-
screenshots though of you talking about
Everybody's seen the
how
screenshots. But go-
you wanted to get her pregnant. Like that was a
Yeah, I saw
very
that.
No,
adamant thing.
Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on. I said I never wanted to leave my wife and my kids, and that was a hypothetical.
Okay.
You did say that you
Okay.
wanted to get her
Well,
pregnant. I've seen that too.
she never wanted you to leave.
I don't get that. What does it mean he wants to hypothetically
There's
get her
proof
pregnant?
of her
Yeah,
begging
how-
you
what?
to like stay.
It's like a
fix
sex thing,
things.
like a fetish
Yes,
thing.
exactly. And the expectation was just for like I mentioned, the little slices of heaven, right?
What? A little
But
what?
in terms of like everything
Yeah,
else,
I don't understand that. A little
okay,
slice of
yeah,
heaven.
things got hot and heavy, and we talked about it. But I never said I wanted a kid. As a matter of fact, you know, like really said I wanted a kid. Matter of fact,
I do get like the
He did.
fantasy side
Yeah,
of
he
it,
did,
that
though.
You might be
And
saying
then you
that
gotta
because
think
you
of it
got a
this way.
breeding kink, but
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
here to kink shame.
and let me just tell you this real quick.
Maybe you should.
Okay? She's apparently fixed,
Yeah.
right? She has the band. So like, how's that even possible?
Isn't it the one that has like a chance of failing?
It's a 0.005%.
Yeah,
I
he
think,
wanted
or
to get her
something like
mouth
that.
pregnant.
But it's a very low percentage.
No, it's like a
So my
kink.
point is,
Yeah,
like,
where's his mom?
she said, "Hey, I'm fixed."
Can
Meaning,
we get his
there is no
mother's
breeding.
opinion on all this?
I didn't tell her, "Hey, go to the doctor and take it out."
Mom
did
is
I?
taking a back seat.
Yeah.
Like, think about
She's
it.
riding a high of like
Yeah,
Biden getting
So,
prostate cancer.
You know, it wasn't like, "Oh,
She
Joker
hated
Can't be
intentionally got
bothered.
her pregnant." No, she's fixed.
Oh yeah, didn't she post a bunch of shit like just boomer memes?
So,
you know,
like,
just
Yeah.
where's
yeah.
the baby stuff?
That's great. I love it.
It just doesn't make sense. But anyway, so aside from that, and I didn't want her to keep the fucking kid because obviously we had the conversation of, "Hey,
Kill it.
you were supposed to abort it."
Yep.
That was the agreement between us.
Yep. Dark.
Now, what are the people on Rumble going to think
Dark.
about that?
Dark.
So that's
Friendo,
I mean,
I don't know what
that's
this
that.
is supposed
I mean,
to
I
do.
don't know what else to tell you on
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't make it criminal, bro.
So what like what else?
It's-
What else am I
Yeah, it
reading?
doesn't make you a criminal.
Just makes you a really, really
who knows?
bad guy.
Yeah, nobody fucking knows.
No, what else? I mean, you guys
Just
have
a
all the
really
DMs.
bad
That's literally
man
all
on
the
a lot
DMs.
of different levels.
She
But
had
I feel like what
to
she's
beg you
saying
to
is that
spend
both of
time
you.
with your kids.
Where you tell her you wanted a baby
She's
and then you
begging
tell
me
her
to
to
spend
kill
time
it.
with my kids.
That she
Dude, she
begged
told him
you
to spend
eat.
time with his kids. That's
Yep,
insane.
Yep, she did. She did beg me to eat. Because I was, you know, emotionally and mentally fucked by her lying to me that she was going to keep the kid. That she was going to abort the kid and then saying that she's going to keep it. So I was mentally getting
He was
fucked up from
stressing.
that.
He was
And then the
stressing,
other part
thinking
about
that his
it was
marriage was over.
she-
He was telling her shit like,
After
this is going to
being
ruin
given
my
proof
life.
that she's
I have so much to
not
lose.
pregnant, she doubled down and said she was pregnant. Which again,
That
fucked with
dude
my
up
mind.
top. I
And
wonder
put
what
me
he's
back in that
playing.
hell.
I heard
All
that
for a
you
game.
took the pictures of the pregnancy tests and ran them through ChatGPT.
Yeah. Did you hear this? He took the pregnancy test and ran it through Chat GPT.
I ran him through Grok. Yeah.
Or Grok. He ran it through Grok.
What is that?
Everyone just laughing at
I
him.
don't understand.
Like, what a
Because
fucking
I
retard.
ran it through an AI.
Why?
See if it was a picture from online.
Searched it.
Yeah, I ran it through Grok. I'm gonna be honest with you, and to be honest, and Grok was very fucking accurate. I'm just saying,
What did it say?
Grok was saying that there's like a very low chance, like a 1 in a like 12 billion chance that she's pregnant.
I can't believe you consulted Grok, bro. Continue.
Is this when he starts
Well, I didn't
talking
just
about the
consult
other thing
I
about
also
Grok?
consulted fucking
I know,
like,
I didn't-
No.
OBGYNs.
I can't remember when that
That
is.
shit is just so funny, bro. The
I
world.
don't know.
Brendo, you're gonna
I
snap
went above
when
and
he
beyond to
says
make
what
sure I knew
Grok
my
told
shit.
him.
Grok has very good information. That keeps.
I didn't even
but
know.
It's a lot easier than Googling.
My brain at that point, I
What
was
do you
fucking
think-
flipping the fuck out.
Yeah, and you can't really
I
talk
didn't
to
even
many
Yeah,
know.
Brendo, you'll think
so-
it's fucking nuts.
Yeah.
I didn't even know all this was going on, so this is all new to me. So
Like we've called it a
Yeah,
million
yeah,
times.
yeah.
What he already thinks. No, there's no new.
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
Partners. I didn't.
I
know none
remember
about-
you
none
did
about- none of
say
this shit,
that.
bro.
We
Like, he
thought
was in
me
I
and
didn't know
Milk.
until
Nations.
just now.
When me and Milk,
For
yeah,
another
we thought
time.
he was like that with
And
Nations.
that's what I'm saying. Like, hey, I've known you for 8 fucking years, Joker. Like, come on, bruh. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, we've known him for a
we all
long
know
time
why.
too
Nobody's
now.
gonna go out and fucking
Almost
spread
5
this
years
shit about,
now.
like, and put themselves in.
But look,
in jeopardy.
I expect everyone here to keep this within yourselves, right? Because obviously, I'm
Yikes!
going
That
through
didn't happen.
something,
Yikes!
right? I don't think my wife
Yikes!
and our business and my life and my personal life should be all over the internet.
Well, it's gonna be all over my
Um,
channel and
We
BBC's channel.
are we are a family
Jeez.
here.
As it
Jeez.
should be, since he
Um,
does that with everybody
and,
else, puts
well,
their
yeah,
personal
this
shit out.
unfortunate
But
circumstance happened.
Jeez, somebody
I
in
don't
there is a
want-
snake and
want
didn't like
this
him.
to come out of here, and I also don't want her to get targeted, because guess what? As soon as my ops come out and they start talking about Tay, guess who else is going to talk about Tay?
Obviously.
Her ops. Right?
They're gnawing at the bit to get something.
I know. So that's why
Her
I don't
name is
want any
Taylor.
of this to come out. And
The dude with the red headset is
I don't know
clocked
why
out
Tay is
right
doing
now.
this
He's
to
playing a
increase
game.
to increase the chance of my ops knowing.
He's punched
Because
out.
immediately, once my ops know,
Yeah, no, I
your
bet.
ops will fucking
No,
know.
seriously,
And your
that
ops
would be
are
my
worse
bet
than my
too, just
ops.
because he's like, fuck this fucking
The
guy.
only reason I didn't know about any of this is because every time I saw Tay, I'd run. So.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, even
Joker
here,
ran to her.
right, on this conversation right now, like, I don't want anyone to feel like they
Play the
want to go
Oblivion
and
remaster, yeah.
mobilize because of this.
No one would
Okay.
do that. We don't do that shit.
Yeah,
Especially,
do not
this
do
is a
that.
sensitive ass situation, and
That is what he's
it's her
trying to get them
family-
to
it's
do,
her
though.
family on the line, man.
That is what he's trying to do.
Trust.
And I
Just get them to go
always
after
told
her.
her, and I always said to her, I said, look, I don't want your family to get targeted. I don't want you to get hurt. I don't want anyone to get hurt. I want to leave this in peace and leave it alone. And she still, right now, has the opportunity to not go to my op and give him information. And Lori, I hope that you can tell her not to do that, because as soon as he gets it, April, tell them what BBC will do.
Oh, it's gonna be a nightmare. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare.
You're
It
gonna
has
have
been for Joker.
not just my ops out there fucking turning you into content, okay?
Nope.
You're gonna have the Action Man ops all over
Yep.
you. You're gonna have probably 50 to 100,000 fucking eyeballs on you,
Yep.
okay? And guess who's gonna capitalize on that? Isaac.
Yep.
So,
Talking about?
if you really don't want your family to get hurt,
Her
I'm not saying I'm
trolls.
gonna do it. I'm trying my
like
best to keep this within us.
He doxed her by giving
Lori, you need to tell
all
Tay.
all the information
She
to
needs to
her
keep her
trolls
fucking,
after the
like-
PFA,
keep her cards
and then
close.
they doxed her
Because
after
this could
that.
explode.
And Joker's trying to sit here
And
saying,
we're
"I'm
all
not
fucked.
going to do anything. I'm not. They're gonna do
I'm
it."
not as fucked as, I'm not as fucked because there's already Joker cheated on his wife, right? But if she defames me, says I'm a sex trafficker, that's a whole different fucking story. That's defamation of character. I'm suing. I'm
still have not
I'm taking
seen
the house. You know what I mean?
He's taking her house.
So, and
The house,
look,
the
I
car.
know I threatened other people to sue before, but it never got this bad. And I'm
Yeah,
on the
still
cusp
waiting.
of a really big deal.
Well, you never impregnated
with
one
Iggy's
of us,
Illustra's
Joker.
team, which equals to a lot of fucking money. So if you cost me that money, Tay's gonna have to pay that, or claim bankruptcy, whatever.
Hell yeah.
And by the way, Iggy's team does know about it too.
I did not.
And
Yeah,
they're
this guy,
offering
his name Joker ruined me
because
I
they
gotta
want to preserve
declare
me.
bankruptcy.
It was.
And that's not bullshit.
I don't know if she was
So I don't
pregnant.
again. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I asked her to fucking stop.
Joker kept saying no. She kept taking a pregnancy test, like those pee sticks.
Lori, you can be the saving.
Yeah, and
she kept
she
taking
kept
it.
coming back
Just be at peace
positive,
and we can
but
just move
Joker
on.
kept saying, "No, that's not positive. It's not a positive one." So she went and got blood work done and came back positive, and then he just melted down.
Well,
So she was
when
pregnant and
I
aborted it or
first,
something.
Yeah,
was
yeah.
informed of what was going on, I told her that, you know, the minute I saw a dude come on the panel calling himself Joker, I knew it was gonna be bad.
Well, I'm not the bad one. I'm not the one out here going to her. So actually, she's the bad.
Damn. Brutal.
Right? I'm the one trying to
rip
keep peace here.
Baby Joker number 3.
I'm the one trying to explain myself for the defamation that's happening.
No, Baby Joker number 4. Because
would it be
his
born?
wife,
bad guy.
His wife's pregnant again.
his
yeah.
wife's pregnant right now,
Yeah,
8 months pregnant.
He's about to have another baby, so he's gonna. He had Irish twins.
That's all.
No, that's what that's called. Yeah, if you have two babies within a year, it's called Irish twins. There was a set at my school in my grade.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
You're
more common
kinda
up here
going
because of the
robotic a little bit.
Catholics.
Not too bad yet, but just want to let you know.
Mhm.
They don't use birth control, so they get pregnant.
Can you hear me now?
Right again. Yeah,
Hello.
they were like
Yes.
10 months apart, 11 months apart,
So-
whatever it was.
Yeah, if it does happen, where this goes,
He's calmed
further
down.
online,
His like the voice is like the
tomorrow is when I'll
softer.
do all the filing.
Yeah,
So she has the opportunity, and Lori, if you want to tell her,
He's stressing now.
this
I gotta
will be
be
the end of
calm.
she goes on her way. I
Can't
go
say
on my
too
way.
much.
But if it continues, then I'll have no choice. I don't want to go legal. I don't want to spend a bunch of money. I want to keep my retainer on my lawyer. But if she goes out there and tries to create damages for me while I'm trying to build on my, into this casino.
Oh my
Well,
god.
then now it's a whole
He's been
different
trying
story.
to build since like I
Right.
started making fun
So
of him.
I don't want to
Yeah.
go that route.
The
The
casino.
heck
I
shit.
just want to fucking
That Wonder
do my
Casino thing, dude.
streams
Oh yeah,
and
that.
go through couples therapy with my wife.
So, and it's funny
At
because
the
he
end
was
of- and that's the end
trashing
of it.
like steak and all that
But
shit,
she's making that increasingly difficult.
and now he's all
because
in
she's
on
going to
this
everybody
one.
here, sending DMs and painting a picture about me that's not true. So that's all I want. Do you think you can articulate that to her, Lori?
Oh, I think she knows.
Is he even allowed to do things like this?
So
To, like, send
What?
messages to her through a proxy?
we'll leave it at that. I don't want my ops out mobilized. I don't want her
I don't
ops
know.
out mobilized.
Yeah, I'm probably
I
not a
want
good
to just fucking
His
move on.
ops
He'll-
out
And
mobilized?
that's it.
Jesus
Yeah, I
Christ,
know.
Joker. Mobilized?
I witnessed a lot of shit, and that's why I didn't really
One team, one fight.
Taylor publicly, because I just hated the way that those people are malicious. You know?
Right. And they're going to
Yeah.
have a
So
field
these
day with
people are the same people that like I guess.
Because
especially
Remember when
You know,
PDX
carriage
was
shit,
like
they're gonna
saying
send
people were sending
fake
fire, like the fire department to your house and
they're gonna claim all
everything?
sorts
Yeah.
of fucking crazy shit, and I'm
I think it's like the same trolls.
Nice.
And Joker's trying to
well,
give
you know who's going to capitalize
this
on it, right?
girl's information
Obviously, I
to
know,
them.
and
Well, he did.
the rat.
Exactly. This is all going to be content for him, and he's going to be front and center. And guess what else is going to happen? He's going to recruit my ops. He's going to recruit Action Man trolls. Yo, Stacks, tell me about Action Man trolls, bro.
I don't even think Action Man trolls even follow him anymore.
They will make you wish the internet didn't exist, bro.
My ops are a lot worse than Isaac.
It's a very slippery fucking slope, and from what it
Isaac
seems,
went after me for just being her friend. He had people behind the scenes trying to find my information and shit.
Action
that's
Man,
a game they don't want to play, bro.
Action Man will do a lot of stuff to you. Like Action Man trolls. I don't know. Do you know who Aaron Carter is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
He committed suicide.
IP2 rabbit hole.
So you're talking about Ganville?
Yep. It's part of that community.
I know all about Ganville.
Oh, fuck Ganville.
Yep.
Because someone that I'm friends with, that I've hung out with, I've streamed with, they got swatted.
That girl's got a nice flannel.
Yep.
She's got some greasy hair, though.
And not only that, but do you know who the Cuban pirates are?
The Cuban
Heard
Pirates.
of them. They're on Twitter. I fucking hate
I know
them.
all about fucking Ganville.
I'd never heard of them.
No, the Cuban Pirates?
Cuban pirates.
Fucking hate them.
Cuban pirates will hold a bounty over your head, and they will swat the fuck out of you until you pay them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, just go to
And
the
this is who
police.
Joker's giving the
So these
information
are the
to?
people that are like hovering me
I don't get it.
as trolls.
Right.
And well, if Isaac does what he does,
Ganville
and my
doesn't
trolls
give
do
a
what they
fuck
do.
about like affairs though. He gives a fuck about like if he thinks somebody's fucking.
He's a
with
black-
minors.
No, you know what he gives a fuck
He's like
about?
he's a gray hat.
You want to know what he gives a fuck about? Suicide baiting.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what he gives a fuck about.
He's a gray hat hacker.
The gray hat?
There's a lot of fucking trolls out there that they won't stop. And
Joker said he was a black hat or something.
Yeah, 100%.
That's these people.
That's why.
So he hacks for, like, nefarious purposes?
That's like
He was like he was saying like J Mac
Anything,
was a
I really hope.
he said J Mac was a black hat and
Tay
Joker
does
was a white hat.
what's
Oh
smart
my
for
God.
herself,
I've seen
too,
no
'cause I can
proof
tell
of this.
She's obviously a little sensitive about shit, and she fucking gets agitated
very
quickly.
Passionate.
Right, but I things can spiral out of control, and I don't care who's right or wrong in this situation when it comes to the way the internet will fucking destroy
because
everyone.
this is the internet. This isn't a court of law. And
He's just like, why did I bring this Joker faggot in?
Yeah, they're all regretting all of this.
Everyone-
They don't give
everyone-
a fuck what Joker's story is. They don't give a fuck
Yep.
what Tay's story is. They're gonna
So-
take what is out there and twist
They
it,
s-
get their dirty
They
little
see a
fingers. and stir it up.
vulnerability, and they will make everyone bleed.
So my question is going through everything right now worth it? When we can just stop it right here.
If anything, this needs to be handled privately, and it needs to be handled legally.
Agreed. And
Yeah,
I said
of
that to her
course.
too because she messaged me,
But even
and I
but
told
even
her.
legally, let me just say this real quick. But even legally, that's a long, drawn out process. And
Yep.
Well,
I mean,
it's
look,
just through the
I'm not.
proper channels,
And
I'm
through an
not here.
anybody who dislikes either of you could probably fucking look it up on some fucking court docket anyways, and then it'll get out.
That's what I'm saying, and that's another thing, right? Like, who's to stop Isaac from looking up her shit?
Right.
So, like, look, we don't have to go this route. Let her know we don't have to do this. I mean, yeah, I did contact the police because I was feeling very harassed.
Jesus
Right.
Christ, Joker.
There's 2 police reports out there.
He called her. He called the police.
You know, if a
This woman
detective
followed
asks me,
BBCE on
"Oh, you wanna
Twitter.
press
Yeah,
charges?" I
dude,
can
is
press
that
charges.
why he fucking? Dude,
Technically,
that's
can
what I
because,
think.
Yeah, he had to have.
breached harassment and
He called the police
all the
because she
things that I was
followed
mentioning
you
earlier.
on Twitter.
But
That's what
I'm
I
willing to drop
think, really.
charges and not pursue her legally if she would just leave me the fuck alone.
Alf
and
probably
let me
told
just
her,
live in
like, or
peace
she probably,
and do
like, after
content.
talking to the cops, was like,
That's
yeah,
all I
this is the
want.
right person I need to reach out to.
Yeah.
Okay? Like, we don't have to fight. We don't have to go back and forth. I don't have to go to her ops. She doesn't have to come to my ops. We don't have to make
Yeah,
this
that's
an
what it
internet
is.
thing. We don't have to make this a
I
court
don't
thing.
even think she was originally.
It's all over that. The ops, dude. Getting the she got the ops involved.
From, like, my communication with her about it was that.
I mean, we would have figured out.
Were so that she could go see that content.
Would have figured it out.
Yeah.
Well, she followed
and been all over it anyway, but.
Well, when I saw
It
her
is very
follow my
funny
up
that
on
she
Twitter,
reached out
that's
to
when I was
you.
like, okay, this is
You
getting
guys
real.
were the
Because
first
that was
ones
during
to
the time
call it,
that she was
though.
spreading the DMs.
Like, when he did that stream with Steve Billings,
okay.
you guys were talking over it.
There's no win here.
You were like, look at this Tay girl. That's Joker's probably got a thing for her.
Holy shit, did we?
Called
That's
it.
so funny.
Yeah.
I didn't even realize she was in there. That's great.
Yeah, you guys called it.
Okay, so nothing that I did in my past.
He's the most
is illegal,
predictable,
or I would've
easiest.
already
Like,
been
it's
in jail.
crazy. It's comical. It's cartoonish. It is. It's
And
Looney
the text
Tunes.
that she leaked, she admitted to doing the same. You guys were
To where
peas
it's
in a
like,
fucking
it's just
pod,
like,
bro.
oh, yeah.
He doesn't disappoint.
No.
Right.
I'm just acting like a retard.
Again, this is
I
something that needs
can't,
to be
like-
handled privately, and it should have stayed
He just
private.
keeps fucking
and if
up.
you
It's
guys
just
want to
great.
deal through an intermediary,
But it
some
would
kind of
have
legal
been-
person, this is crazy. And I messaged her this. I told her that it makes no sense that you're trying to handle some.
They
like,
should
these
have. They
crazy
should have tried to
allegations
handle
in
it
the
first,
court of
at least
public
on live
opinion
stream.
and rile people up on the internet. When if you're alleging crimes and you have proof, take it to
Well, this
take it to the
completely
police, bro.
destroyed any case she had against me ever. Like, for her doing this and sharing the DMs, this is literally destroying any victimhood mentality. Especially after I told her, "Please leave me alone. I want peace."
Yeah.
She's the aggressor here. So in any court of law, they would be like, "Yo, like, you're aggressive. He's like walking away from you, and you're like spreading his fucking shit after he asked you please not to." Like, any court would see that and be like, "Yo, you're fucked up."
Yeah, I am not a victim blamer or any of that shit. There's nothing here for me to that
I
can
think we
possibly
have
be,
Vlogger because
leaned on.
Yeah,
to
she
say,
was on
okay,
a stream
maybe,
with him
bro. There's not even the question of
one
maybe
point.
for me here. Like, it's clear as day, bro. Like, I
And
see
we
two people
we
willingly
even
fucking
we I
entered into an
guess
agreement to have a
me
fucking
or
affair.
Chet said that
Things fucking
she
didn't
was
work
gonna
out.
end up with she was
Joker
the
fucking
Joker's
got
type.
distant, maybe overpromised her that they were gonna be together. And that's the worst offense I see here. All the other shit is bullshit, bro. And it's very, very dangerous for anybody to go out and make those kinds of accusations with no justification. And if they can do it to one person, they can do it to another. So, you know, that's the kind of shit that I want as far away from me as possible. And I'm sure everybody else would not want the fucking what Joker's going through right now to happen to them. So
Agreed.
I think
Yeah,
the solidarity needs to be there for what the way we would all want to be treated and the way we all wouldn't want to be just fucking publicly executed with absolutely no tangible proof.
Right. Exactly. You know, but look.
No,
I mean,
just
I think
e-thoughts.
right now, the most
just fucking
like,
e-thoughts.
important thing, and I'm hoping
And
Lori,
getting
you can
caught.
articulate this to her, that there should be a resolution in peace.
I don't know what she is out of 10. I'd probably say 6. Maybe a 6 point
Right?
something.
Like,
There's no winner here, bro.
I've
That's what I'm
asked
saying.
her in past situations why
Apparently, she had just given birth recently, like within a year.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And he was
too.
with her, so Joker's
But at the same time, I understand myself.
kind of grimy. Like, I don't know.
If somebody's going off, you don't want to shut your mouth.
Yeah, she had given birth within 12 months of him.
But I didn't. There was no attack.
And then he had just had a kid too.
And he had just had a kid with his wife, and then gotten her re-pregnant
But her ability to just
at like the same time.
walk away is what I'm saying.
So, is there a way that you can just tell her, like, hey, it's not worth it. Just stop.
It's not too late to put this shit to rest and not let it get worse.
Her own person.
Joker is like, you can tell he's like sweating right now. He's like, please, can somebody just please tell her?
That's always the question.
I mean, look, I
do this.
That's what he wants.
Yeah, listen to him here.
Maybe you can articulate that.
Yeah,
it's
listen.
bad to do this on the internet. You know, at the very least, right? Because I mean, even for whatever case she thinks she has, which she doesn't have a case, but whatever case that she thinks she has, she's completely tarnished it already. And then if she goes even more public,
Yeah,
with
tell
it,
her she doesn't have a case,
like,
so don't do
all
it.
of her legal fighting is like done. Because again, she's being the aggressor. She's not being a victim, which she claims she is. Right?
Right.
Like, there's no, like, you know, you're like, oh, he's being.
Do you
he's a
think this will
stalker,
be
but yet
used
I'm gonna
against
go
him
online
in
and post
court?
about him? Like, what? Any lawyer would be like, yo, that's
Like, it
what are they
could be.
doing
I don't
right
know. I don't know.
Nope.
there? Right? Like, I can go.
It
in
was
front of a
before
judge right
the
now,
PFA.
Oh,
and
okay.
we can both be accused of stalking, and I can present them the evidence of me.
I don't know how
texting
it
her
would
to stop
work out,
and
but
to leave me alone.
100% you
And then
could.
I can text them the
Isn't there
evidence.
also her messaging you too that she wants to like
The
not
only
continue
time,
talking,
so
that
so
she wants
legally,
to move on?
so let me tell you real quick. So this is what
Legally.
happened.
Because I've seen messages.
Legally,
me
you
tell
have
you-
to
let me
tell.
tell you- I'll
They
tell
were
you what
stalking each other.
So her husband had called
Allegedly.
me
I don't know.
after she had broke the news about talking to my wife, and he's like, "Oh,
She
stop,
called
do not
his
harass
wife,
her, do not
and that's
call
what
her."
stalking is,
You know,
Orthodox.
and he actually
She
said he's gonna
called
expose me
his
online.
wife to
So I
tell
So
him.
hey,
I will not do that.
cheated
I'll
on
never
you.
talk to her.
Yeah, and
He
that's
cheated on
stalking.
you. I'm just letting you know.
I had blocked
And Joker
her on
says that that's
everything.
stalking or whatever.
Okay.
You
After
can
I
see
blocked her
how
on
he could
everything,
feel
and
that way.
You know, I did what her husband asked me to do. She sent the DMs to people online. She was defaming me. She was attacking me. So legally, at that point, I have the obligation to now reach out to her and to allow her the opportunity to
Honestly,
know
they are
Oh, yeah.
they are
This is
perfect
that
great.
for
she's
each other.
harassing me. Because one can always argue in court. I didn't know.
Huh?
So I reached out to a medium that belongs to her, to where she responded. So now she was in receipt of my cease and desist, because that was a cease and desist. That's a legal document.
Oh Jesus!
So what I did was I provided her a, hey, you are breaking the NDA, you are causing me damage.
The NDA.
You are talking about me, and you are deliberately attacking me. Please leave me alone. Let me be in peace. This will be my last correspondence to you. Goodbye. She then messaged after that, and she started talking a lot of stuff after that. And then I reminded her one last time. I said, stop all correspondence immediately. You knowingly, disseminated private information, and you knew it was private. You were attempting to hurt me personally and my brand. I'm asking
the
you
brand.
to stop
Brand.
immediately. And I said, good luck. I want peace and goodbye. Something along those lines. She then tried to turn it around saying, well, you're contacting me. And it's like, well, I have a legal obligation to do so. Because how does somebody know they're being a harasser if they're not being told to stop? Legally speaking, you have to afford the person the opportunity to know they're harassing you. So her doing all this after I had provided the warning strengthens my case.
Oh.
So
It's just
that's
all
why I did it.
silly to me, bro. A shit slinging contest is not going to end well for anyone.
Well, I'm not trying to do that.
Yeah, he's got
whole
some pregnant
thing-
pussy on the line.
I'm just trying to walk away.
He loves them when
Like,
they're
I
freshly
didn't tell her
pregnant
to give
or
DMs
after
to
the
people.
birth
I didn't tell her to do this
for
stuff.
some reason.
God.
I asked for
Does
peace.
like he does
She's
clearly
the one that's out here
fucking weird,
following
man.
my ops and doing all this.
Following
And
his
then
ops.
as I was hearing of
That's
the
it.
things that
That's
were
all
being
she
said,
did. He has
I
nothing
now
else.
have the legal standing, right? Because I gave her the opportunity to know she's harassing me. I now have the legal standing to now pursue her in court because she persisted afterwards, and I have proof of that. So, you
By
know,
following
I'm being
on Twitter.
very strategic in how I'm handling this. She
That's
shouldn't
not
be
very
doing
strategic
anything.
at all.
And I'm now, as of right now, I am offering the olive branch because I do have a case, right? I do have a case,
That guy just a Pornhub theme
and what I'm
plays when
saying
you
is,
join.
I'm offering the olive branch for
Then he
this to
leaves,
stop,
or is that that guy?
literally. And
That
Laura,
did
you
the
can tell
Pornhub thing?
this.
Yeah, it's the
She's
guy
probably
with
listening through your phone or
the
whatever
Switch
anyway.
guy.
Yeah, okay. He
But, like,
definitely filmed it or recorded this.
I'm offering the
Just
olive branch.
trolling
Like,
Joker.
I don't want to do this. I don't want to put criminal charges on you. I don't for harassment, okay, cyber stalking and all that. Because you called my
Cyber
wife.
stalking? No.
Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to pursue. I don't want to have to
This
waste
is a
my.
40-year-old man talking
I don't
about
want to have to waste
cyber
my
stalking.
$20,000
Yeah.
retainer.
Yes. Yes.
I just want this to go away.
Yes, she did. She did call, and then your wife called back.
He just wanted to have an affair,
Well,
man.
she
For like
called.
3 hours.
Right.
And she
but
was
called
game
my
for it.
wife
She's
first.
fine with it. But then
And naturally speaking, when someone gets a phone call, that they
Joker,
missed,
she
what
told
happens?
Joker
They call
she
back.
got pregnant, and then
So,
he
Not
lost
me.
it.
correspondence was her.
So
Never do that
funny.
shit. If it's a random
I own
number,
it.
you ain't getting answered. Fuck that.
Nope.
So my
He
point
didn't
to
even
you
know if it
is,
was his.
this whole situation of whatever this is, all conspired because of her own doing. We weren't even, and Lori, I'm telling you, we weren't even fighting. It was just, I was working. I didn't reciprocate because I was getting distant because of shit she did.
She felt like you were making excuses, and it was making her spiral.
Well, look, I wasn't making excuses. I was very clear in saying, like, hey, I'm distant. I'm numb. I don't want to deal with this because, again, like, I'm numb. I don't have
Yeah.
any feeling.
Got
I
her
don't
pregnant on the
care
first
about
load,
anything.
bugger.
And I still am. Okay.
Ruined his life on the first
So-
load.
I'm not trying to, like,
It's great.
pursue anything. I'm fucked up from shit you did. You lied to me.
This is Joker
You
having a
deceived me.
town
And she lied
hall about
again.
the bitch he got pregnant nights.
Screenshotting me when she said she wouldn't. That's a lie.
You lied to me. The lie is,
On your Discord
she's like,
that
I don't think I want to have an abortion.
Yeah, that's a
Yes.
lie. The lie was, telling him she would get the abortion and then backing out of it.
I absolutely do.
They're
turned
beefing
it off.
about abortions
Sounds like a
nights.
smart thing for somebody
Joker wanted
who's
a woman
cheating
to
on
get
their
an
wife to
abortion.
have, obviously, like that's
And she had second thoughts after he told her to get pregnant, or he wanted to get pregnant. And
all these other
it's pretty
allegations,
grimy.
like-
Well,
Yeah,
well,
when people are
let's-
trying to
let's
keep
look
shit
at this
secret,
situation.
delete messages.
but let's look at this situation real quick. Laura.
Yeah, she's reneging on the
She screenshotted
abortion.
me.
Not cool,
I think
dude.
my paranoia served me well, huh? Right?
And this is a secret town hall that Joker had, but obviously somebody recorded it because he's an asshole.
Did I share her fucking shit to her?
There's
Did
probably
I-
shit
did
like this
I
all the fucking
lie to
time.
Oh
her
yeah, that we
Joker.
don't
and
see.
share
Yeah,
her
that doesn't get
fucking
recorded
screenshots to
because
her
he
community
has
and her
like a
ops?
few loyal
Or is she
people
doing
here
that
and
to me?
there. But there's so many people popping in and out of
Who's the
this that have
aggressor
no
here, Lori?
idea what's going
Who's the
on.
one that's fucked up?
Do you know if she showed any of your ops anything, or do you consider your wife?
Oh, here we go, talking about the ops.
Well, I
You
mean,
say your wife, your
she
op is
followed
so
the guy.
good.
And if
She
her
followed the
behavior is
ops.
persisting of spiraling, she's already shared it to people here. I mean, what's to make me believe that she wouldn't? Like her behavior is kind of showing these these things, right? And if she did, that's going to go viral,
Oh yeah,
and she doesn't want to go viral in that world.
hell yeah.
I
So
think she
I
does.
pray to God she didn't do something like that, because for not only my sake but for her own.
Yeah, I really hope that
He has 3 kids. Nice.
Like I said, I don't want this. I want
His wife is gonna have a second
want
kid within
peace.
12 months.
I don't want nobody targeted by
He's
any
having
means.
Irish twins.
I don't want to spend a bunch of money suing her. I don't want to press criminal charges against her. I just want to walk the fuck away.
And then he maybe got this
handle
other
my
woman
family's-
pregnant.
Both should, like.
I don't know why
That's
it
what I'm
changed.
saying, but she's the
Yeah,
aggressor.
Frendo, something happened
Makes
between
sense.
these
I
two
go to the gym,
parts where he's
everything
now.
turns out okay.
I think
I
maybe
love
she
you. Enjoy
messaged
your
him or
time at the
something,
gym.
or he
Yeah,
got
baby.
something
Bye,
from a lawyer or
David.
something,
Bye,
where he's
bitches.
now like,
Are
oh
just
shit.
as scared of each other in some sort of like weird fucked up way.
I didn't lie to
Because
her.
he was like,
I didn't attack her.
he kept saying
I
like, can
always
somebody
advocated for
please
peace and
articulate to
de-escalation.
her that I don't want this
whatever
to happen,
reason,
that I don't want to go through with this.
she's not.
Can somebody, because he can't message
So,
her.
I think I have more of a reason to be paranoid when she's doing stuff like
It's
this.
against the law for Joker to message this lady.
It's always it just with Joker. It always goes to like the law.
Yeah, he needs like
The
a
law
judge to
gets
be like, no, you
involved.
can't, you guys can't communicate anymore. I'm sorry.
I should
Like this has
probably
happened so many times with him, where he's needed a judge
the ones that
to
I
determine
have
whether or
read,
not he
like,
could
the
communicate with a
ones that
person.
She sent me, I read, and I feel very like apathetic about.
Why doesn't he call that
I
one
mean,
guy, his
anybody
friend? That's like,
who
remember he
gets
said he had that
partial
lawyer in the
context of anything
tri-state area.
draws,
Yeah.
What about that guy who
you know,
said he would
uneducated
work for
conclusions
free?
about something, right?
Right.
You need everything. You need all the context. And well, I mean, there's times where, you know, sure, things got rough, things went back and forth. But those were very like,
I wonder how many
you know,
women in the
bad
call,
times, right? Where there was lying, there was deceit, there was
like
accusations.
Joker was thinking that he
there
would
was
probably have a
assumptions.
shot with them as well, and they're hearing this.
Again, I got pinned for apparently being in a relationship
It's
with a Nico.
crazy his losing streak, Flogert.
And I think that was just paranoia.
He's fumbled like
That's what I'm
3 of
saying,
these
like, and then
e-thoughts
she
that
went
have
hard on
blown
that.
up in his
And she was talking
face.
hella shit about a Nico.
You'd think after the
Saying that
after the
apparently
blonde
Nico
girl
was,
from
like-
Canada, he'd
like,
be like,
I
yeah,
had
I'm not
deployed her to,
gonna
like,
do this like I'm
do spells and
either
shit
gonna
on her.
stick with my wife or break up
Like,
with her.
what?
Because this was crazy, you know, like
Like,
that
she
must
went
have been
after,
so
like,
stressful.
Some females in this Discord, like if I
Then
was
he goes
doing
and does it
something with
again,
them,
and he gets
like,
a bitch to move across country. He got this woman to move across the country for him, so he could like bang her on the side and have an affair.
Yeah. She was moving to PA, and Joker intercepted it, saying, "Oh, you're moving there? Why? You should move closer to me."
Yeah,
That's what
She's
I
like,
said.
"Okay, I'll do that." And
Joker gets
and that's how it was so
you know
easy
what-
for
you know
her to
what's
file
happened
against him
sometimes.
too in the end,
You know
because
what,
they live
Stacks?
next to
I'm
each
using
other.
you for your fault.
So it's so easy for her to file like, no, Joker cannot afford this.
Yeah.
He has
No.
no money. He has a public defender. He's fucked. He's gonna lose. Like he's fucked. He can't afford anything. If anyone
What?
has beef with Joker right now,
Who said that?
now's the time to pull the trigger.
What
'Cause
model?
he can't take on
No,
another
I
court
didn't say
case.
that.
And he's been
Yeah,
threatening
absolutely.
people with
I'm not jealous
lawsuits,
of Stacks.
and people have shit to where they could
See,
probably.
this is
I don't
the
even
same
know.
kind of bullshit. The same
fine,
thing goes
like,
with the
I don't
fucking
know.
water bottle, right? Like, oh,
Yeah,
I
he's
miraculously
actually
drugged
in a
a
court case
fucking
with this woman. Yeah,
sealed water bottle.
he has a public defender. It's going down. There will be stuff coming out in court.
I mean, that was
Can't
kind of
hide.
funny. But look,
It's
I mean,
over
yeah,
for
I did.
Joker.
That I did. I made fun of her.
And he will be
But again,
ruled
like,
upon.
I make fun of everyone. Like, that's just what I do. Doesn't mean that I hate them. Doesn't mean that I don't like them. Right? Did I call them NPCs? I probably called a couple of people NPCs. I don't know. But maybe they were doing NPC behavior. I mean, what's the big deal?
No, he got
Did
himself in.
Did I
He got in
publicly
deep.
shame them?
Orthodox.
Or did I
It
just
finally
have
caught
a
up with
mutual
him.
conversation with someone I was
But it
talking
wasn't
to?
him going at. Like somebody went after
Like,
him
tell me you
first,
don't.
and now.
Tell me you don't.
And then he
Let me
violated
ask
the
you a
order.
question, Lori. Let me ask you a question, Lori.
Second that.
Do you
Yeah,
have a
it
conversation
didn't start
about
with criminal
anyone,
court, but I
or
think
do
now
you
it
say
is
things in
because he's
passing
violated the order, the
that
protective
was funny
order.
that something a friend of yours on another side said or did, and you might be like, "Oh, that's NPC behavior."
Yeah,
You ever
those
say
people that he
to
was
anyone?
calling her ops,
Bullshit.
some of them are on
Bullshit.
fucking
I
like
don't
on
publicly
a panel
humiliate
saying
people,
that Joker
Okay, if I may have
talked to
said something
him,
about an NPC,
talked to them, and then
which I don't remember
PDX tries
doing,
to
but if
hush
I
him and goes,
did,
starts shushing
okay,
them and
that's
saying,
not
"No, it was
outside
his
of my
wife."
character.
Yeah,
Okay, that's what I do.
that's so funny.
I make jokes.
He's so
I
stupid.
laugh about shit. Do I
Can't
mean
just let
that
it go.
person's really an NPC?
Just let
No.
somebody go.
Do I want to fucking humiliate them?
All you have to
No.
go do is
I
never
have
talk
a
about this lady
conversation
again.
that I'm supposed to have in confidence with somebody that I didn't think was going to get fucking leaked? Yeah. Like everybody would. Okay? And yes, sometimes I'll be pissed off that somebody did something and I'll say things out of anger. But I'm confiding in somebody because I'm upset. But
Yeah,
to
but
weaponize me,
we
to
should always
weaponize
take it to each other's front door instead of
well, if I
it's
say
how
it,
bad
well,
things
the thing
happen,
is,
and then it gets
well,
weaponized later. You know.
the way that I work, okay,
Yeah,
is
so it
this.
came out that
If I'm
that
upset at someone,
Stacks
I don't want to
fucked
lash out
some
at that person.
OnlyFans girl
So
that
I'll
Joker
internalize
liked,
the
Oh,
conversation.
no.
I'll say the things that I say to somebody I
and
trust,
Joker was
and then I'll
complaining
fucking
about it.
come back to it in a cool
Ah.
head. You know what I'm saying? That's how I operate because I don't want to ruin the relationship that I have with my friends.
I do the same in certain situations. It's just it's there's a fine
And I do
line.
go to the person. I do go to the person.
Yeah, between fucking doing oppy behavior and trying to watch being impulses. But again, I don't know how that's neither here nor there. That can we could discuss shit like that later. I want this Tay shit to go away.
So you
Look.
said that.
Yeah, see, he's just fed up with it. He's like, this was such a mistake to get involved with this retard.
And she showed me these messages where
Poor Stacks.
you're telling her to starve herself, you're telling her to fast, you're telling her to diet.
I never said for her to starve herself. I never. Okay, so let's use proper terms. Let's use proper terms. I never said starve yourself. Okay, what I did say was fasting is good. It gets you healthy. Working out is good. And she herself said that she wanted to lose weight because she felt like she was fat. So what I was giving her was what I'm going through, okay, to lose weight. So I never said, "Hey Tay, starve yourself." Never said that.
It would be very funny if
Okay.
RK Stacks
so for
was
her
the one
to
that
even
leaked
say,
this.
or anybody to say,
Because he's just like, I'm over this shit. I'm over this
that
shit.
is just an exaggerative term to help emotionalize this whole situation, which is bullshit. I never said that. I was giving her options of fasting so she can, so I can help her in her goal of losing weight.
The fasting, yeah. He wanted her fasting for 3 days.
Well, if she said that, she said that she wants to lose
3-day
weight.
fast before
If
they
she
had
says
sex
that
for
she
the
wants
first
to lose
time.
weight, there's a way.
So Joker could manifest a new reality for himself. Some sex magic, guys. Joker was trying to manifest some sex magic with this woman.
To do it, right?
A new beginning.
You want to get her weak.
She's gonna interpret
Want her to be weak.
Yes, meant to. Yeah, no, that's what it is. He wanted her to be like.
But I never said starve yourself.
I've seen her skeleton thin.
Just
Well, just like she interpreted a sealed
mentally,
water bottle to
just
be,
exhausted.
Drugged, right? So, like, again, there's a bit of a narrative behind.
Did she ask you?
Of course, there's a narrative.
Always a narrative. Always a narrative.
No. I would have. I literally would have. It was a sealed water bottle that came from a pack of water.
Oh, this is the thing.
At the store that was in the back of my truck that I keep for drinking.
Okay, pull the camera footage because it was at the
And
hotel.
she saw me take it out of that pack too. So, no.
Apparently, she's saying that he put something in a water bottle and she refused to drink it, and then he dumped it out and said, "Good thing you didn't drink it." Right?
Accusation. It's insane.
Yeah, it's not
All
along
these
those
accusations
lines.
are wild.
Like it's like smart girl or some shit like that.
But back to
He might have done it just as some weird, freaky power
I didn't tell her to
move.
starve herself. I gave
You know
her
what I
a
mean?
solution space. And that was it. She wanted to lose weight.
Is that like if you were gonna go hook up with a girl, would you just bring her a
If she
water
didn't wanna do
bottle?
it, there was no pressure to do it.
Yeah, you're gonna need to drink this because we're about to have some hot sex.
Yeah, come drink this
And telling
hot
the
water
person
bottle from the back
once
of
or
my truck.
twice, hey, we should go to the gym. Hey, we should fucking fast and, not eat unhealthy.
Dude, and he's so fat too, Joker.
That's a normal thing to say to somebody.
Yeah. And he's very
dramatize it.
self-conscious about it. Like so I've heard.
Yeah, bring her plushie shopping. If the girl is 30 or younger,
on a daily basis, no.
Plushie shopping.
And that's why she moved to
Let her pick out one.
That is not why she moved to Pennsylvania, and why she moved to Stroudsburg, as we agreed mutually. Okay, was because she
Stroudsburg.
wanted to spend time with me.
Damn, that's where he was for that thing, Stroudsburg. That's where he was for that the fair.
Yeah,
But it was
that's
a
his home.
mutual
That's his where he calls
understanding.
home right now.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
Yeah, there was some talk of how we could spend time
I think it's
together.
like 6 hours from me,
There
8
was some
hours
talk
from
about
me.
that.
Yeah, dude,
But,
some of these DMs
I
are
mean,
crazy. Joker
things
was
didn't
like,
pan out.
"Oh yeah, we can go to
guess what?
the gym
There
together and
were
have
a lot of
sex in the
arguments in
bathroom."
between.
Ugh.
Okay, it was only a month she's been here.
Okay,
Okay,
like, dude,
He's so
The whole
like he just
happened.
so fucking pussy
The
drunk.
line
up.
happened.
He is so
Retarded.
pussy
So,
drunk.
it was
He's just
literally 2
retarded. Where he's like,
weeks
we can have
or
sex
something along those lines,
everywhere.
where
It's like
things
we
were just
can
starting
just
to- not
fuck in
to-
the
not to-
cars.
We're
In our
supposed to be work one
cars.
Friday. Her kid was sick.
It's like we're fucking
The second
adults.
Friday, she was bleeding. The third, it was like a Wednesday. She got lost. She was supposed to come to my job.
At
So-
Picatinny Arsenal. Friend of Joker works for
That's all that
Picatinny.
was.
Picatinny Arsenal. We were right. Milk
All right,
was
I
right.
have to step
Milk was
away.
right
Milk
all
is-
these years later.
I
Milk
hope
is the
this
best investigator.
leads to some kind
Done.
of,
Yeah, he figured that out so many years
yeah,
ago.
moral of the story, Lori. Moral of the
Because
story
Joker's an
is,
idiot and
okay,
had pictures
I
of
think
in a
we should,
Picatinny Arsenal
err on the side of
shirt
peace.
or something like that, or it was in the
I
background of a
think we
photo.
should work on,
We found
not
a
going public
report
with
with his
this.
name
I
on it,
think
and
at
that
the
like
very least,
it
if
all
you can
all
communicate
checks
that
out.
to her, please.
I
Not
wonder
on
what he
my
does
behalf,
there.
But just I'm saying, like,
It'd be
I
so
think it
funny
would
if he did the
be
same thing
wise
that my
for
cousin did.
her to hear
He-
that.
He definitely lies about his occupation.
and
He
well,
goes, "I'm an
if,
engineering psychologist or
if we
whatever
don't
the
have to
fuck."
go legal,
It's not. Some
then
other
I
guy
do have a case
is.
against her.
Yeah,
Now,
And
he's-
Joker's just a
I much
psychologist,
rather
but
not
he's taking other people's
spend my
titles
money
and calling it his own
pursuing her.
online.
for damages.
That's so funny.
I don't think
because
she'd
He
want
fucking
to
he
waste
deburrs the
money
fucking rails.
like that.
You know what that is? My cousin
That's
used
what
to
I'm saying.
work in a place that made
So
rails,
let's-
like Picatinny. I mean, Picatinny makes other shit
her
too. They
initial
make
thing of coming
munitions.
to Pennsylvania
like,
anyway.
You just
was
have to
sue
sit there
Isaac.
and deburr.
I'm aware. She.
Oh, where he gets pegged? Yeah, he's gonna get pegged. Yeah.
Let her waste that money
I'm
on him.
being led to believe
Oh
This
yeah,
is-
yeah.
This
he
is
does.
turning into Joker
He'd like to
too
get
because
pegged.
apparently she pegged him.
her to change those
Yeah, I heard that too.
right?
Thank you,
You're saying that
Pod
you
Awful.
said that it's a nice idea.
So
And then
whichever way it was,
you move. She moves, right? You
That bitch
meet,
in the
you
flannel's
fuck.
falling asleep. Yep, she's
She told
done.
me it was
Camera off.
fucking Fantastic.
She's tired of this dumb shit.
I didn't ask.
She's like,
to
I
hear
did
I
not
any
think
of
sign
they're
up
all
for this.
they're all like, because this is a bunch of people from Stax's
And
server, and they're
I
like,
Okay.
told-
can we
I
just
told
go
her
back
in
to
the
like what it
beginning,
used to be
and you
before?
cannot tell me
Yeah,
that. Like,
yeah,
why-
exactly.
It was fun and shit.
so let me
Not that
just
I'm not supposed to know this, but yet you're telling me this. Let me forget about it.
so let me interpret it. Well, let me tell you my interpretation. Okay, so I saw this, and again, people interpret
And-
things differently, right? So like the way that I saw it was, she's coming to Pennsylvania because she wants to sue Isaac, right? Which was what she told me.
Right.
Okay. And I said, okay, that's the main reason, right? She goes, yeah, that's the main reason. I'm going to Pennsylvania to sue Isaac. And then she said that she wanted to go to a place called Monroeville. And I was like, okay, well, that's, I don't know what's there. What's in Monroeville? And she goes, oh, nothing, because like that's just a random place that I fucking chose. I put my finger on the map.
She knows somebody who lives near that area.
Yeah, more on
Oh, she didn't tell me that.
Right.
She didn't tell me. She told me she had zero ties to it. So then I was like, okay.
Probably
And then
did.
she
He just didn't
offered-
pay
she said, well,
attention.
what would you prefer?
Yeah.
Would you rather me just go to your town? And that's when the conversation opened up. And I was like, well, it would be
Okay.
easier. It would be easier. And then she said that she's Sagittarius, okay, and that she moves on anyway, and she's an army or she's a military wife, and she's used to moving, so
Right.
it's no biggie.
Isn't she married to
So
a
I said,
tranny?
okay, well, in that case, if there's no ties to Monroeville,
I don't know.
your main purpose is still Isaac, right? Yeah, it is. Okay.
Or a cross
Well, then,
dresser?
yeah, just move the fucking pin. You know what I mean? Like, what's the big deal? If there's, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna come here anyway. So then she decided to do that.
Yeah.
And then I was like, okay,
So you
well,
guys
that's
meet.
cool.
You
And then we
fuck.
meet. Yeah,
You,
and then
you
what?
You said after that you kind of felt disconnected from her, that you weren't really reciprocating, that she was like heavily sexual with you.
No.
She
This is what
claims
happened.
that you've sent her so many mixed messages over like the last month in general,
Because
Sounds
she
about
was
right.
arguing with me as like, dude, the arguments ramped the fuck up, man.
What about Mary
It just
Magdalene and Jesus?
Oh.
And Chat
Oh yeah, yeah.
it was
Oh my God. Friendo, get Friendo. Friendo, are you here?
It takes like another 5 minutes because
Yeah.
they go on about something else that's even more insane. But yeah, this is good.
Get fucking ready. This is the best part of it all.
Last month in general.
because she was
besides
arguing with
her.
me as like, dude, the arguments ramped the fuck up, man.
What about Mary
It just
Magdalene and Jesus and Chat GPT?
it was. I remember that. That was fun, but I'll tell you what that is in a little bit. But that was a
Still
fun
just laughing
conversation.
at
But
him.
anyway,
Mary Magdalene, Jesus, and Chat GPT, Friendo. What do you think Joker got into?
I'll tell you about it. Come on, it's funny. But listen,
No, it's
and that was a rabbit
hilarious.
hole, man.
It's hilarious.
That was a fucking
It's
no.
hilarious.
That was a rabbit hole. And I'll explain that, but just listen. So
I'm still laughing.
during this time, the arguments ramped
Joker has
up.
an explanation
Okay,
for everything.
it was getting
Yeah,
really.
this bitch
fucking
is just
bad.
laughing in his face
Like I was
about
being
this.
accused. There was assumptions thrown at me every day. There wasn't a weekend without fucking arguing with her. And I'm like, it's too much. It's way too fucking much. Stop. And I kept telling her, like, yo, you are creating problems. You are pushing me away. You're creating boundaries. This is getting crazy. She just spiraled the fuck out of control. Like, I would wake up. I shit you not, man. I would wake up to my phone. Like, maybe, like, sometimes, like, you open
Do you
up
think
one
his
of your eyes
wife
and
is
you're, like,
around right
trying to
now or
sleep,
something, and he has to be
and you're like,
quiet,
oh,
and that's why he's not
like,
screaming?
you're looking at your phone and, like, your my
no.
Discord
Yeah,
is, like, 15
I think
messages.
he's also trying to
about,
play it
oh,
off. Remember,
you're this,
at
you're
the
that, you're this, you're that.
courthouse.
And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
yo,
He's
Yeah.
about to walk in.
It was
like he does this all the time. Like one time he went and took a picture
Like,
and then
after the
went
Yeah,
whole
I
back
knew
to
thing.
about
work
that. I knew about
and
that.
threatened somebody.
Yeah.
I knew he took
And
the
then-
picture of the
Immediately
courthouse.
after fucking.
Well, not
Oh.
like maybe a couple of days, 3, 4, 5 days or something like that. She made a lot of like weird accusations against like the women in the Discord. Like it started getting much, man. She was claiming it like Nico. She was talking about Laura the Explorer. She was talking about Misplay. She almost accused Mero. And until she started talking to Mero. So like she started like,
Yeah, it's crazy.
being very
Plugger.
accusatory, and it was getting much.
And how did he
was
fuck it
getting way
up to
too
where
much.
he couldn't turn
I
that
think-
into
So,
anything in the fucking
I-
real
I-
world?
I myself.
That's like the
personally
easiest to spin into
reading
something where you just go
into,
be a cop.
People's
How could he not walk
behaviors
onto a
on
PD
Discord,
anywhere?
And like when people mute themselves, and she was convincing herself that you were
Yeah, but
having
that's
other
not my
affairs
fault.
because
That has nothing to do with me. I mean, sure, there was
know,
coincidences
right?
going on, and like
she is extremely jealous. You became her favorite person. Like, are you seeing where I'm going? Because I also
yeah, but that
suffer
doesn't
with
mean
the
you.
same issues that she has, and that's why I've
Yeah,
been
but
single
don't
for
alienate
years.
a person, man. Like you know what I mean? Like it was endless, like the fucking arguing and accusations and the like like it was a barrage.
I don't know,
man.
I honestly don't know.
And if someone gets barraged,
I think so.
like
because
every day.
Not much
And
to
then,
enter the
like,
military.
It's just at a point you're just
You
like,
do.
dude,
They
like,
do check your
you're-
record.
you're
If you do
ruining
have like
everything.
any
Like,
psych
this is not
issues,
what I was looking for.
then you.
And it was after the
it's
occurrence, and then as I was like trying
you
to,
don't want to
like,
go like when you're in
navigate
talking to the
this thing, it
doctor
was
and
all
they're
like,
in
oh,
the
well, now you're not
in
interested. And
the
I'm like,
military enrollment
you're not
processing.
making me
You don't want to
interested.
be
You're
like, yeah, I have
fucking
anger issues
arguing
and I've been
with me about
prescribed a bunch of
Nico.
pills
Like,
for it.
what?
Yeah.
They'll be like,
it
okay,
just
no.
doesn't make sense.
But imagine if like
So-
Joker was your psychologist.
Coming from too.
I can't see him having a lot of
You know what I
work.
mean? Like,
Trying to listen.
Yeah.
I'm not trying. Look, if she would have been,
Yeah, I think they
like, 'cause
do,
I went
Groidel.
back to the messages too, right? If she would have
Yeah,
been, like,
you always
that
hear
cool
about
person
that. I've heard
that
about
I
I've heard
first
about
started
people being
talking to,
rejected for psych, and you're like, what the
I don't know
fuck
what
is
would have
wrong with them?
happened. Like, I think things would have been different.
I don't think
But
you
the
guys were
second-
meant to have like met in real life. You know.
Maybe not.
No, I think these two
You're
were
right.
perfect for each other, honestly, and that's why it was so explosive.
Probably, yeah.
Or like they're just too.
But, like,
her and Joker
regardless,
are
like,
too
it's
much
still, like, it
alike.
happened,
They both went
and then she just
to the
flipped.
protective orders, which is
And there was a
crazy
little
to me that
argument,
they
argument,
both did
argument,
that.
argument. I'm like,
So it's
yo.
like, no, they
And
are
then
like
the big like pregnancy thing, and then that
Dude,
just made it like disgusting.
I thank her for it because it was
Yeah.
Because I
great
felt
fucking
lied
shit
to.
on
No,
Joker.
it
This is
is.
one of the best like spirals
You
yet.
know, and I
Yeah.
try to hold
No,
on.
he does
man.
have
Like, I
his.
was
He
trying
is
to hold on. I was
megalomaniac.
trying to be like, look, like just let me fucking like exist. I kept telling her, let
Messiah
me exist.
complex.
Like that was an impact, man.
Oh yeah.
Like it was bad for both of us, not just for me. You know, but it was an impact, and I was just like, this is too much. And then she kind of like
That's
she
why
was
I
kind of
think
being,
Joker
like,
would try to kill his
cool
family and get
and
away with it
cordial
because I
during that
think
time.
he thinks he could get away with it.
And then
You know.
Well, his fucking.
out of nowhere,
I
called
do
my wife.
remember seeing a screenshot of
Out of
him
nowhere,
sending
bro.
her on Discord like
That
the
was so
address,
crazy.
and then his
Um,
wife reaching out, like sending him a text
and
message
look,
while he's at work
I
saying,
feel like a shitty
"What's this
person because of
charge
the
on
way
our
I did
bank
to my
account?" And he
wife.
goes, "You're not
You
going to
know, I
believe
feel
me,
really
but this
bad
was for
for my wife.
somebody at my work."
She didn't deserve that.
Oh.
It's like
I
what
got
a
problems.
fucking
I'll be honest.
idiot.
Yeah, it's so
I got
funny.
issues. Do I want my issues all over the internet? No.
It's too late,
I'll
Joker.
handle
All
them
of
with my
your
wife, and
issues
I'll
are
handle them in my
everywhere.
personal life, right?
Yeah,
And
it's
we're
the
going
four
through it, and
Fs,
we're
dude.
talking
Nobody
it
taught
through.
him the four Fs.
And I realized my mistakes. And I told my wife, you know, I realized my mistakes, and I apologized and all that. We're gonna go through therapy. Okay, I'm already scheduled, all that shit. But like, do I want to do this with Tay right now? No. We need to like separate. I need to do me. She needs to do her. And her doing this like, you know, defamation stuff, saying that I'm this and that. It's like, where do you get these terms from? What happened? They don't make sense. I spoke to the cop and I told him the situation, and he was like, "Yeah, you're not guilty here."
I mean, no,
Well,
no,
he's
no,
not.
no.
Did he?
The cop will not do that. The cops. I've seen so many police videos where the cops like, I'm not gonna sit here and yeah, no, they're not gonna sit and be like, yeah, you're right, dude. You're not getting in any trouble for this.
This is a Joker having a conversation with himself.
Yeah.
Well, regardless of the jury, I mean, I don't think he'll even go to a trial. I think it'll just stop at the judge because there's no
That's like
evidence
what
of,
Steel Toe was saying
he-
about the
sex
cops.
trafficking.
Yeah, they were joking
He
around.
rationalized
Like,
it
I
by
didn't,
saying, "I was an
you
MP,
know,
so this
coerce
checks
her.
out."
I didn't fucking blackmail her. I didn't do any of that. This was a mutual conversation, a mutual connection that started sexually without even any fucking expectation of an affair. It started that way, and there's proof of that. So, like, this argument of, oh, I moved to Stroudsburg because of the affair. No, you didn't. Oh, you're a sex trafficker. No, I'm not. Because this
Still haven't
started
seen that though.
sexually. The entire conversation started one certain way. And then her saying,
It's almost
I
over. It's
destroyed
been
the
an
water
hour.
bottle.
Got like 10
It's
minutes
fucking
left.
crazy.
Yeah, it's coming up
Show
on
me
the
the
good
proof.
fucking chat
Did she
GPT part.
see anything
Yeah.
like floating?
He
in
had
the
some
water bottle?
conversations with
Like,
Grok.
Did she inspect it? Did she take pictures of it? No, it was a sealed water bottle.
Oh, Joker's Affair.
They
It went
make
on for
nail
like what,
polish
one?
that you can put on your nails.
I don't know
Yeah,
how
I
long.
think it
Water
went-
you drink with, and it changes color if there's a date rape drug in it.
It was like
She
till
put it
like
on
See, I
April.
didn't
I think it was
even
like
But
know
it
that.
November
started in
through
like
April.
January.
Now
You just
Oh,
told me
was it?
something.
I thought it was
Now
like
you
I
do,
thought
now
they
you
said
tell
in
me
one video it was
afterwards.
November, but I don't know.
Right. But you just told me
No,
something.
no, they ended up like
Or
meeting up
that's
in
Congratulations,
January.
like,
Or
I
no,
didn't even know.
they
November
found
was-
each other in January, and like
Yeah.
within
this
a
is
day or
crazy.
two,
Like,
Joker
the
asked her
talk
to be
here is
his
crazy.
girlfriend.
That's
And
so crazy.
I think we shouldn't go in the direction of making insane accusations, and we should be more in the direction of peace, of no harassing, no stalking, leave our families alone, go our separate ways. We don't have to go legal with it. We don't have to go on the internet with it. Let's just fucking heal.
So
That's
what
it.
about you being Jesus Christ?
Here we go.
I'm kidding.
Dude.
Brendo, what about Joker being Jesus Christ? Have you heard about this? You heard he's our new Messiah and
So listen to this. That's funny as shit. So I had to do more research on it, right? And I got convinced. I'm not gonna lie. I got convinced. So
Of course he
in
did.
chat, was it chat? No, it was Grok. I think it was Grok. One of the two.
I
No,
have
that was
another
Chat. No, it was
question for
ChatGPT.
you, but it's retarded.
It was ChatGPT.
It's a retarded
So,
question.
all right, which one do you want me to answer first then?
in the last week, did you or did you not, in passing, mention a possible foursome
Probably.
with you and Tay and me and Savage?
What?
Well, no, she said that's her fetish. So
The Joker's
she
pushing
said
this
that
off. Like,
she
oh, that
wanted
wasn't
to
me.
look you in the eye as we were fucking.
What?
Yeah. She said that was her thing. And I obliged. I was like, I mean, if you want to do it, we can.
She said that was your idea.
No, that was strictly her idea.
Interesting.
Maybe she was embarrassed about it, but what she said was, I'm being like, again, full transparency here. I mean, if I'm being accused, right? So I'm just answering.
No, I
I'm not,
100% think it was
sharing
Joker's idea.
information that you don't
Yeah,
already
based
have
on everything else, yeah, I think it
because of
was
her.
his idea.
Yeah, this girl's
But,
pretty open.
No, in that situation, she said that it was her fantasy to be in the room with one of her best friends, looking each other in the eyes while you guys are getting plowed. Straight up, I'm not even kidding.
Interesting.
I'm over here looking at I'm over here looking at Rogue's face. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So that's what happened. And I was like, yeah, fuck it, I don't care. I said, I don't care. Like, if that's what you want to fucking do, whatever.
Maybe the guys can fist bump and hold hands.
Yeah, right. So anyway, okay, so there's that part about it, but the Chat GPT, right?
Here we
So
go.
apparently there's this thing
Here
called
we go.
Gnostic.
Jesus?
What?
So Gnosticism, not Gnosticism.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It is a religion,
Mhm.
okay, where there is the lost Gospels of Mary Magdalene, of Judas, of I think even Jesus has one. But there's the lost Gospels that were not included in the Bible. And well, my thought process at the time was, well, humanity book burns, right? So if the church has not always been seen as like the cleanest fucking entity, what they do is like they include certain things and exclude certain things
People are just
for the
bailing.
purpose of deceit.
Yeah, people are done.
Deceit,
Yeah.
right?
The Book of
So it's not
Joker.
like the cleanest entity. So I'm like, okay, well, let me see what ChatGPT will say if it includes every gospel. And literally what it says, and I was taught, and I made it embody Jesus Christ, through the Gnostic like sense, right? And well, no, listen, seriously, it works.
I've asked ChatGPT to do that with my deities too.
Yeah, and it works. Like it will talk to you like those things, right? So what it was saying was that Jesus Christ says that in the Gnostic Bible that you are his twin, right? Like there's Jesus in everyone, pretty much, and that there's no second coming of Christ, but you are like essentially the second coming of Christ because you have Jesus in you. So that was the whole like point of it, right? I didn't say I was Jesus. I said I had Jesus within me, because I was kind of believing it as I was talking to this thing and learning about it. But then,
dude,
as I
this
dug
is gonna get so
deeper and
dangerous.
found out like what the enemy,
People like him,
aka the devil, is supposed to do, or
thinking they're
tries to
Jesus
do,
Christ.
is he's deceiving, right? It's his world. And well, part of the Bible says that if you choose to be, or if you think you are God, or
What
or
Joker
you
reads? He
think
reads
you
the
are
Bible.
like a God, then that is blasphemy, and you can go to hell. So I kind of changed my ideas on that, and I went back to, the Orthodox kind of way of Christianity.
Right.
But that was the whole thing. Like I started believing it, but now I'm like, okay, well, maybe not.
Yeah, he would have brought about some sort of demon.
Yeah.
Damn, what a long conversation this is.
I did that with my deities.
That's what the
exactly the same.
the baby probably was, a demon.
Yeah, it was like Crowley's demon they talked to in the pyramid. Yeah, Friendo
Rosemary's
prays to
Baby.
Joker.
There's a little gnosis.
I got to bounce, but Joker, if you need anything, Hubs and Ice DMs are always open.
Look at the bitch in the bottom left.
Yeah,
That's really
absolutely.
her.
And
look at the tits on her.
Don't believe everything everybody tells you. Like I'm not saying
she
you,
didn't
but
even. I don't believe anything until I actually talk to the person, and I didn't get said anything, so you're good.
Yeah, like look, some people interpret things differently. There is a lot of miscommunication, and some even flat out lies.
There's
Right?
Look.
heavy miscommunication and heavy.
Yeah.
In my mind, at the end of the day,
for a lot of people, reality is subjective.
Well, that's true. That's very true. Reality is different for everyone. Again, like I have to keep bringing up the water bottle. Like saying stuff like that is like it's wild. It's crazy. I would never ever do some crazy shit like that in my entire life. That would ruin me, ruin my life, and I have a lot to lose. And
how I
besides,
see it is, she fucked up, you fucked up. Y'all both got stuff to work on. Y'all both should keep it private. Y'all are toxic for each other. After this, just block and ignore. Bada
yeah,
bing, bada boom. Y'all each
yeah.
got stuff to work on. Y'all each equally fucked up. And the fact
Well,
that y'all are admitting
wouldn't
to
say
it.
equally, right? I didn't share the DMs. She did.
Hold on
but
there.
y'all both fucked
I
up in
didn't
your
do
own
anything.
ways. And y'all
Yeah,
both
but
need to go
look,
fix that.
I don't think there's an equal fuck up here. I have to disagree with that. And the reason why I say that is because I didn't share the DMs. I asked for peace. I asked just to like go our own
Didn't
separate
he
ways.
share DMs though?
And if she was really impacted like that, she had every opportunity
Yeah,
to go to
he
the
did.
authorities. Instead, she pursued me even further. She pursued having sex with me even further. So if I was such a dangerous person and she thought I drugged that water bottle, why the fuck was she trying to be with me again? Right? Like, you got to ask these questions.
She has a thing.
This is.
She has a thing for psychos. I'm not gonna lie. She has a thing for it.
Well, I'm not a psycho.
She-
I'm not a guy that's gonna
That's
drug
so
your
funny.
bottle.
She has a thing for
Consider yourself
psychos, and
that
Joker's
you're
like, well,
this psychotic guy because you call yourself the Joker. The Joker effect. It's a psychological thing. And
the Joker
It's a
effect.
character. Like, it's a character, right? Like, there's.
I bet
I'm
you
not
one
gonna
of these
give
bitches
somebody
is gonna get
Joker, I'm gonna
involved
give
with
somebody
him.
Nick, right? Like, I'm not.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, there's times where I had to go to, fight
That
with
would
my
be
ops
crazy.
and shit, and Joker came out, right?
Joker
But,
came
like,
out.
aside from that, like, I'm a normal motherfucker, man. Like, I have a whole ass career. I have a house, family, all that shit.
Yeah, that you
So,
don't
like,
take
there's
care
no
of.
reason
Sometimes I
Yeah,
to, like,
the woman you're having an affair with is telling you to go spend time with them.
Damn.
So, like, I hope you guys understand that this is just something that is like literal fucking insanity. I didn't do any of the things that she's saying that I did. Um, and like you said, her reality is different than mine. But I think I've proved my innocence today. And that was the only reason why I did this, was because I just want to prove my innocence.
All these
I'm
people
not
are
the one
like,
that
we
went
barely
live.
know you,
Well, not
dude.
live, but I'm not the one that went in front of everybody and said, "Hey, look at these DMs." I didn't do that. I wanted to keep this private, and I wanted to just, be peaceful. But now I have to waste my fucking time, explaining myself to the crazy accusations. So, but if you feel the need to make peace here, Lori, for your friend and for the whole situation, you quite literally can change this.
Look at how he's trying to
by talking
manipulate
her.
this girl.
Yeah. You need to
what,
fucking
Fren?
fix
I
this.
didn't go into the courthouse today. But if I see things online and this persists, I have no choice. And tomorrow I'm going to have to file.
Damn.
I took the day off of work for that. So tomorrow I'm not working. I'm just going to go to the courthouse.
Yeah, he's got some degree
So
in sucking dick.
And again, like if
Sunken
I
dick.
can talk to her,
Sunken
and
one.
she's her own person. I have no guarantees that she will do as I request. I really don't. I don't think she should have like gotten involved as much as she is, and I've consistently told her that. I'm like, just like why? I'm like, you're saying like the biggest red flag, should have been day one. Like,
Yep.
why stay involved?
True.
is what I've been asking her for the longest time. I didn't even really like want to like be involved as much, but she was pulling me in. She let me know you guys, and I didn't even.
Yeah,
really wanna
friendo,
be in
he's so
Discord
fucked,
with
buddy.
y'all.
like
She
like he's
introduced
an
me to
idiot.
Savage,
Like you can't
and
do this. You can't be communicating with somebody through
and
like
I have a lot of anxiety about everything
like this. If you got a
myself
protective
because
order, like
I don't
whatever.
know what
We
this
know. We
means
know.
for
This is
like
just
Well, see,
Joker.
this one was all
plans
before.
with
Yeah, that's right.
May,
This was
if
like
anything
But-
like ever could potentially cause a problem between me and Savage. Like that's the one thing.
But it's
like,
pretty bad when he's saying,
have
I'm
that
going to
BPD
talk to
monster in me, too.
her
I can
ops
tell
and
that
give them
bitch to
information
fuck
on her,
up
and they ended up
daily
doxing her
basis.
because of it.
So like I get so many
And
perspectives.
that's after,
I get
so
your
it's
perspective,
crazy.
I get hers, I get my own.
It's so retarded of him.
like they all just think they're still in high school.
So when are you coming over
know?
again?
I don't know.
I miss you already.
Yeah.
I miss you already.
When I get 3 days off again. I don't
Gotcha.
fucking know.
Yeah, it's pretty much over now.
I'm available, Tycho.
What'd you say, Rogue?
Yeah.
I'm available.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
you
think
wanna
the only
come over to
thing
my
he
house?
says, like, towards the end is, like, keep stressing. He's like, can you talk to her? Can you talk to her? And she goes, at this point, I don't think it matters. He goes, yeah, but she's talking to my ops, and she needs a distance from him.
It's just so funny. Sent him into a complete
Yeah.
whirlwind spiral.
He's in hell, and
Yeah.
Joker's excuse is he's a sex addict.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, he's in sex addict therapy.
He's sex addiction therapy and couples therapy.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.